Good morning, children. In my last video, we did how to find the missing number if the number is missing in a pair of equivalent fractions. Today, we are going to take equivalent fractions still further by finding out the lowest form or the simplest form of a fraction. Now you must be wondering, what is the lowest form or simplest form? For example, if we divide the cake in two equal parts and I eat one part, so what are we going to say? I have eaten half of the cake or 1/2 of the cake, right? Now, if I divide the cake in four equal parts and eat two parts, actually, I have eaten half of the cake because the total parts were 4 and I have eaten 2. So I have eaten half. But we will say I have eaten 2/4 of the cake. Suppose the same cake I divide in 10 equal parts. And out of those 10 parts, I eat 5 parts. So what will we say? I have eaten 5/10 of the cake. But actually I have eaten half of the cake. So children, 5/10 is equal to 2/4 is equal to 1/2, as we have been learning in the equivalent fractions. So 1/2, the smallest looking fraction, is the simplest fraction, or we also call it fraction in the lowest form. I will explain all this more in detail when we do our PowerPoint presentation. Okay, let us start with that. Equivalent fractions. Reducing the fractions to the lowest or the simplest form. Let us see what is lowest or simplest form. So my fraction is 20/40. Children, you must be remembering that I told you we can change a fraction into its equivalent fraction either by multiplying the numerator and denominator by the same number or by dividing the numerator and denominator by the same number. So to change the fractions to the lowest form, we have to always divide the numerator and denominator by same number. Now, what number it should be? We have to think. Think of a number in whose table 20 and 40 both come. Think. For this exercise, you should know your tables extremely well. Okay, let us see. Since both these numbers are even numbers, they both come in the table of 2. 20 divided by 2 gives us 10 and 40 divided by 2 gives us 20. 2 20s are 40 and 2 10s are 20, right? So 20/40 is equal to 10/20. These two are equivalent fractions. Now, we have to decide whether this fraction is in the lowest form or not. For deciding that, we have to find out if there is any table in any number in whose table 10 and 20 both will come. Yes, there are numbers in whose table 10 and 20 both are there as answers. It means we can further change 10/20 into a fraction, equivalent fraction. Let's see. Again, 10 and 20, they come in the table of 2. 10 divided by 2 gives us 5 and 20 divided by 2 gives us 10. So 10/20 is equal to 5/10. Okay. So this is simpler. This fraction
is simpler than this fraction? Yes or no? This is 10 upon 20 and this is 5 upon 10. But now let us again see whether there is any number in whose table 5 also comes and 10 also comes. Yes, I know all of you know that 5 and 10, both of them, they come in the table of 5. So let us divide the numerator and the denominator by 5. 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1 and 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2. So 5 upon 10 is equal to 1 upon 2. Now, let us find out whether 1 upon 2 is the lowest or the simplest form or not. Now, think of any number in whose table 1 and 2 both come. There is only one number, that is 1. In the table of 1, all the numbers come. Rest, there are no tables in which 1 and 2 come together. It means, children, 1 upon 2 is the lowest or the simplest form. Now, if you see carefully, 1 upon 2 is half. It means total parts are 2 out of that one part. Look at this fraction. This also means half, beta. This is total parts are 10 out of that 5. Half of 10 is 5, na? Again, look at this fraction, 10 upon 20. It means total parts are 20. Out of that, selected parts are 10. So 10 is half of 20. It means this fraction also means half. Look at this fraction, 20 upon 40. It means total parts are 40 and out of 40, 20 have been selected. It means out of 40, half have been selected. It means 20 upon 40 also is half only. So 20 upon 40 is equal to 10 upon 20 is equal to 5 upon 10 is equal to 1 upon 2. And 1 upon 2 is the simplest form. Why it is the simplest form? Because it cannot be divided by any number, any common number. The numerators and denominator cannot be divided by any number and further reduced into some other fraction. So this is in the simplest form. Now children, there are more ways to change the same fraction into simplest form. Let us look at those different ways. Now 20 upon 40. When I will ask you, look for a number in whose table 20 and 40 both come. So some child may say, ma'am, 10. 10 is the number. Yes, 10 is the number. 10 twos are 20. So 20 divided by 10 will give us 2. And 40 divided by 10 will give us 4. So 2 upon 4 is equal to 20 upon 40. See children, 20 upon 40 is equal to 2 upon 4. Why? Because we have divided both the numerator and denominator by 10. Now let us see whether this fraction 2 upon 4 is the simplest or not. For finding that, we have to see whether 2 and 4, do they come in any one table? We have to decide that. Yes, they come in the table of 2. Okay, let us divide both the numerator and the denominator by 2. 2 divided by 2 is equal to half. 4 divided by 2, 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1 and 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. So half is the answer, 1 upon 2 is the answer. So children, this is another method for reducing same fraction 20 upon 40 into the lowest form. See, here we divided first by 2, then again by 2, and then again by 5. And here we divided first by 10 and then by 2. And we got the same answer. Here also we got 1 upon 2 and here also we got 1 upon 2. Now, the third method. There is one child who said, ma'am, I will try with some other number. Okay, let us see how he tried. He tried with 20. In the table of 20, 20 and 40 both come. Right? So, 20 divided by 20 is 1 and 40 divided by 20 is 2. So, children, only in one step, the child was able to come to the answer 1 upon 2. So, both these, not both, all the three ways are absolutely correct. And I just want to bring it to your notice that here we have done it in 3 steps. So, please look at the numbers with which we have divided 5, 2 and 2. 5 2s are 10 and 10 2s are 20. So straight away he has divided the numerator and denominator by 20. Okay, here you see we have done it in 2 steps, 5 and 4. Now 5 4s are 20. Straight away he has done this same thing in 1 step and this child has done in 2 steps. So this way also it is correct, this way is also it is correct, and this way also it is correct. So children, for changing a fraction into equivalent form, into the lowest form, you have to divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number. So try and think of the biggest number in whose table the numerator as well as the denominator come. And if you will divide the numerator and denominator by that biggest number, you will be able to reach your answer in the minimum possible steps. See, all these things are correct. In 2 table also 20 and 40 both come. And in 2 table 10 and 20 both come. In 5 table 5 and 10 both come. Everything is correct. But you should try that you are able to divide with the biggest number in whose table numerator and denominator both come. Okay, so at least this one thing is for sure, that for changing for given fraction to the lowest form, there are more than one way you can do the work. Okay, let us see some more fractions. Now children, you have to reduce the following fraction to their lowest or simplest forms. Now 24 upon 36. There are many tables in where 24 and 36 both the numbers come. For example, in the table both of these numbers are even numbers. So both of them come in the table of 2. Also, they come in the table of 4. 4 6 are 24. 4 9s are 36. They also come in the table of 6. 6 4s are 24. 6 6 are 36. So you can divide by all these numbers. But I want to divide it by the biggest number in whose table these both numbers come, the numerator and denominator come. So all those children who are very fluent with the table, they will be able to make out that these two numbers come in the table of 12. 12 2s are 24 and 12 3s are 36. Okay. So we divided numerator also by 12 and denominator also by 12. Okay, so we got 2 upon 3. But we have to find out, we have to see whether 2 upon 3 is the lowest or the simplest form or not. Okay, then think of any table in which 2 and 3 both come as answers. There is only one table, and that is the table of 1. 1 2s are 2 and 1 3s are 3. There is no other table in which 2 and 3 both come except 1. So children, 2 upon 3 is in the lowest form. Okay, now 40 upon 48. 40 and 48 both are even numbers. So naturally they will come in the table of 2. We can divide this by 2, both numerator and denominator. But then children, we'll have to do so many steps. Okay, those children who know the table of 4 very nicely, they can make out that both the numbers come in the table of 4 also. 4 tens are 40 and 4 12s are 48. Right. So, should we do it by 4? No. There is the table of 8 which is bigger than 4. In the table of 8, 40 and 48 both come. So 40 divided by 8 is equal to 5. 8 5s are 40. And 48 divided by 8 is equal to 6. 8 6 are 48. Right? So 5 upon 6, is it in the lowest form? 5 upon 6? Let us see whether 5 upon 6 is in the lowest form. Think of another table in which 5 and 6 both come. There is only one table, and that is the table of 1. 1 5s are 5 and 1 6s are 6. So children, since only the table of 1 is there in which 5 and 6 both come, it means the fraction 5 upon 6 is in the simplest form. Okay, let us go to this. 66 upon 77. Come on, think. In which table both 66 and 77 will come? Very easy. It's very easy, beta. Come on, think. Yes, it is the table of 11. 11 6 are 66 and 11 7s are 77. So let us divide the numerator and denominator by 11. So 66 divided by 11 is equal to 6 and 77 divided by 11 is equal to 7. So 6 upon 7 is the fraction which is in the lowest form. Why is it in the lowest form? Because 6 and 7 together, they come in only one table, and that is the table of 1. Okay, let us move further. 27 upon 36. Chalo, let us see, children, if you can guess it. Come on. Think. In which table 27 and 36 both come? Think. Okay, let me click. Yes, the table of 9. 27 divided by 9 is equal to 3. That means 9 3s are 27. 36 divided by 9 is equal to 4. 9 4s are 36. So we have divided numerator and denominator, both of them, by 9. And the fraction which we have got, 3 upon 4, it is in the lowest form. Why it is in the lowest form? Because 3 and 4 together come in only one table, and that is the table of 1. See children, you could have divided 27 and 36 by 3 also. 3 9s are 27, 3 12s are 36. You could have done that way. But in that case, you would have to do it in 2 steps. Now, by dividing the numerator and denominator by 9, we have been able to do it in 1 steps. So, try and think of the biggest possible number in whose table both numerator and denominator will come. Okay, let's do this. 28 upon 35. Start thinking which numbers table you will have both 28 as well as 35. Come on, think. Okay, let's see. 7. 28 divided by 7 is equal to 4. 7 fours are 28. And 35 divided by 7 is equal to 5. 7 fives are 35. So children, 4 upon 5. Again, 4 and 5 only come together in the table of 1. So 4 upon 5, the fraction 4 upon 5 is in the lowest form. Okay, now let's do this. Children, straight away by looking at the numerator and denominator, you can make out they will come in many tables together. For example, both of them are even numbers, so they will come in the table of 2. Both of them will come in the table of 2, right? Now, since they have 0 at the back, both of them will come in the table of 10, right? But there is another number in whose table, which is bigger than 10, and in whose table both these numbers come. For that, your mental maths should be very sharp. So think of a bigger number in whose table both these numbers will come. 50 and 150, both of them will come. Okay, let me click and show you. 50. 50 divided by 50 is 1 and 150 divided by 50 is 3. Now children, if you know the table of 5, you can make the table of 50 like this. 50 ones are 50, 52s are 100, 53s are 150, 54s are 200 and so on. So children, you can straight away look at this and you can make out that both of them will come in the table of 50. So 50 divided by 50 is 1 and 150 divided by 50 is 3. Suppose this does not come to your mind, there is no problem. You can divide both these numbers by 10 and then the fraction which you will get, you further divide it and you will finally come to this fraction 1 upon 3, the way we came to it in the last slide. Last slide I showed you there are more than one ways of reducing the fraction into the lowest form. So children, if 50 does not come in your mind, don't feel disheartened. Don't worry. Keep dividing the numerator and denominator by the same number, by that number in whose table 50 and 150 both come. Okay. Okay. Now 36 upon 42. Think about a number in whose table 36 and 42 both can come. Children, there are many numbers in whose table 36 and 42 both can come. So if you want, you can do it in more than one steps. But I am trying to do it in one step with the help of a biggest number in whose table 36 and 42 both of them become. Let us see. 6. 6 are 36. So 36 divided by 6 is 6. And 42 divided by 6 is 7. Right? So 6 upon 7 is in the simplest form or in the lowest form. Why? Because 6 and 7, both these numbers come together in only the table of 1. So children, 36 upon 42 is equal to 6 upon 7. 6 upon 7 is the lowest form of 36 upon 42. Okay, let us go to this number 45 upon 50. So both you can straight away see that 45 and 50 come in the table of think very easy 5. Yes, 45 divided by 5 is 9 and 50 divided by 5 is 10. So 9 upon 10 is the lowest form of 45 upon 50. 45 upon 50 is equal to 9 upon 10. And this is the fraction in the lowest form. Now 9 and 10, both these numbers together, they come in only one table, and that is the table of 1. Okay, let us come to the last fraction, 700 upon 900. Are you scared to see this fraction? No, you are not scared because all of you know the table of 100 and you can make out that both these numbers, they come in the table of 100, right? So we will divide the numerator as well the denominator by 100. So 700 divided by 100 is 7. 100 sevens are 700. 900 divided by 100 is 9. 100 nines are 900. So children, 700 upon 900 is equal to 7 upon 9. So this is how we change the given fraction to their lowest or the simplest form. So children, don't worry, this is not at all difficult. Start practicing it and try doing these same fractions. Try doing the same fractions and try reducing them into the simplest form. If you are not able to do it in one step, no problem at all, beta. Like the previous slide, you can do it in more than one steps, but the answer will come out to be the same only. Okay, so don't worry. And if you are able to do it in one step, then excellent, then very nice. So, and suppose if you have not understood properly, then I would request you, please see this video once again. And I assure you children, when we read a book again, when we watch a movie again, we always discover something new. Same way, if you will watch this video again, you will understand the concept better. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you and have a great day.